In the previous class, we have developed the expression for BDS, BQS, B0S, then BDR dash, BQR dash, and B0R dash, and also the expressions for flux linkages psi ds, psi qs, psi 0s, and psi dr dash, psi qr dash, psi 0r dash. And these are the expressions, the equations that we have developed. So when we want to simulate or we want to study the dynamics of the DFIG, we need to study these equations. We have to solve the variables based on these equations. How this is done? By forming the state space model in the form of first order differential equations. Now if you see this system, you can see there are first derivative terms involved with the flux linkages. So you can see here this is d psi ds by dt, then d psi qs by dt, d psi 0s by dt, similarly psi dr dash by dt and psi qr dash by dt and d psi 0r by dt. There are 6 equations and there are in fact 6 variables. What are these 6 variables? 3 voltages on the stator side and 3 voltages on the rotor side. From that we can compute the other parameters like currents and others. Or we can do the otherwise, we can find out currents first, then we compute the voltages. But here we have the first derivative in the flux terms. Okay, so that has to be resolved in a proper format. There is one equation which involves the term d omega r by dt. Alright, now these flux linkages, as we can see, are in first derivatives, and the expression for flux linkages separately are given on the right hand side. So these are the expressions for psi ds, psi qs, psi 0s, psi dr dash and psi qr dash and psi 0r dash. So what we need to do, we actually need to solve for these variables BDS, BQS, B0s, BDR dash, BQR dash, B0R dash, psi ds, psi qs, psi 0s, then psi dr dash, psi qr dash, psi 0r dash omega r. Actually the first derivative in either flux linkages or current is fine. Later on we can solve for voltages because they are related. There are 6 derivative terms in these equations, that is fine, we can solve for them in the form of the state space model. And the 7th equation comes from the dynamics of the generator. The dynamics of the generator is expressed in terms of the torque equation, and that is the inertia J d omega r by dt plus b into omega r, b is the frictional coefficient, equals Tm minus Te. So Tm is nothing but T mechanical. Mechanical torque comes from the wind turbine because wind turbine is coupled to the generator. So T mechanical minus T electromagnetic torque, where omega r is the angular speed of the rotor. So this is the inertial torque, and this is the coming from the frictional coefficient B, and this is the difference of the torque that is being applied to the generator and the output of the generator in terms of the electromagnetic torque. So from this we can express d omega r by dt as minus b by j, because b will come on this side here. So minus b by j plus T mechanical minus T electromagnetic by j. This is the actually 7th equation. So we can arrange now these 7 equations as following. You can see here in this description. So this is first order derivatives of the flux linkages, and the last one is d omega r by dt. Okay, so this is d psi ds by dt, and this will be in terms of the rs and ids, then plus bds plus omega s psi qs. We have not done anything, we simply have brought this term on this side. Okay, we have brought this term on this side. These are the equations arranged in the first order derivatives of the flux linkages. And the last equation is about the dynamics of the generator, d omega r by dt, which is equal to minus b by j plus tm minus te by j. So these equations actually have been transformed to these set of equations. Now if you see that these equations, and you can tell that we can solve these equations for flux linkages, but normally this is not used in this format. Normally we don't solve in this format, in the format of flux linkages, because they are not the circuit quantities directly relating to the behavior of the circuit. Of course they are involved in the process. So currents and voltages are more direct quantities. So therefore, the first idea that comes to mind, that we need to express these quantities in terms of the currents, because flux and currents are directly related, and current relates more directly to the circuit. Fine. So we need to transform them into the current equations, or the state space model in form of the currents. Now we just have developed these equations. We know how the flux linkages are related to the currents. These expressions we developed in the previous class, that psi ds is ls ids plus lm idr. Similarly, psi qs is ls iqs plus lm iqr dash. And then comes psi 0s lls into I0s, and so on. For rotor side we have psi dr dash, psi qr dash and psi 0r dash. So these are the expressions for the flux linkages on the stator side, and on the rotor side for d, q and 0 axis. Remember, these flux equations are decoupled. What is the meaning of decoupled? You can see here that psi ds depends upon the ids and idr dash, only d axis quantities for the rotor and the stator. There is no q term here, only ds and dr dash. Similarly, psi qs depends upon the qs and qr dash, and psi 0s definitely depends upon the I0s. So is true for flux linkages for the rotor. It depends upon the IDS, this is IDR dash, this is IQS, this is IQR dash, this is I0R dash. So these flux linkages are decoupled, but the rate of change of flux linkages is not decoupled. You can see it here, the psi ds by dt depends upon the IDS, BDS and also omega s psi qs. So there is a q term here. Okay, so rate of change of flux equations are not decoupled. However, the flux linkages equations are decoupled. Psi dr dash is here. Substitute psi dr dash here and differentiate QR dash, this one. So dy dt of this, then substitute psi dr dash, you will get the fourth equation, which is given here. D psi QR dash by dt equals to Lm di qs by dt plus Lr dash dqr dash by dt. Then on the right hand side we have bqr dash minus Lr dash iqr dash minus s omega s minus s omega s Lm ids, this is psi dr dash plus Lr dash idr dash. Okay, and the last one is the zero axis flux linkage, derivative of that. So d psi 0r dash by dt equals LLR dash I0r dash by dt d0r dash minus RR dash I0r dash. So these are 6 equations which need to be arranged in the first order derivatives of the currents of the dFig. So as far as the equation number 3rd and 6th is concerned, there is no issue because they are simplest. So you can see here equation 3rd and 6th are simplest in nature. So we can simply express that di0y dt is nothing but this thing by Ls. This will come here, it becomes by Ls. Similarly, the first order derivative of the I0r dash becomes this by LLR dash, this by LLR dash. So these are new equations equivalent to 3 and 6th, that is di0y dt equals minus Rs by LLS plus B0S by LLS, and di0r dash by dt equals minus RR dash by LLR dash plus B0R dash by LLR dash. So we have now derivative of the zero sequence quantities for the stator and for the rotor. We need to solve for other remaining quantities, that is di ds by dt, di qs by dt, di dr dash by dt, I qr dash by dt. Okay. So other remaining quantities need to be solved apart from this, that is di ds by dt and dis by dt, then diqs by dt. Third one dr dash by dt, and the fourth one is diqr dash by dt. So 4 plus 2 becomes 6 derivatives. Now you can see these equations and you can tell me that to solve these equations, these 4 quantities, I need to have 4 equations. And obviously there are 4 equations which can be used to solve these quantities. So by looking the nature of these equations, we can tell that which equations need to be solved. For example, equation number 1 and 3, if you see this equation and equation number 4, this equation, we can solve for IDS and dids by dt and dr dash by dt, because these two have same variables. You see here, these and these. So if we use equation number 1 and 4, we can solve for the first order derivative for d and for dr dash. Alright, so we have written the equation 1 and 4th here. This is equation number 1, this is equation number 4. We have to solve for these variables. To solve them, we have to eliminate first one term and the elimination of next term. So to eliminate this term, I have to multiply the whole equation by LR dash, this one, and this equation has to be multiplied by Lm. So I put it here, this is LR dash and this is LM. So when we do so and we subtract the equation, then this term will go away. On the left hand side we will get LR, LS, LR dash LS here minus LM square, because this is LM into LM, into di ds by dt. And that becomes, on the right hand side, these terms minus this term, and that becomes simply LR dash into BDS, because we have to multiply by LR dash. So this first term is LR dash into BDS. Then we will look for the other term, that is the BDR dash. It becomes minus LM into BDR dash. Then IDS term is from here, so minus RS LR dash into IDS, this term. And then IQS term is there. So IQS term is from the two components. One is from the first equation and second is from the fourth equation. This is IQS. If we join them together, it becomes omega S LS LR dash minus omega S minus omega R LM square. Now note that I have used the term omega S minus omega R. So this S omega S, as we know, the expression for slip is omega S minus omega R by omega S. So what is S omega S? S omega S is nothing but omega S minus omega R. So we have replaced this S omega S by omega S minus omega R. So this becomes omega S LS LR dash minus omega S minus omega R LM square into IQS. So this is IQS term. The remaining terms are IDR dash, which comes from this one. So minus becomes plus because of the subtraction. So this term becomes RR dash LM IDR dash, and IQR dash term, again there are two terms for the IQR dash. One is this, second is this, and this form nothing but omega S LM LR dash from here, and the second one is minus sign S omega S LM LR dash, and these two are common because they are similar terms, this and this. So LM LR dash is common, it becomes omega S 1 minus S. 1 minus S. And what is that? It is omega R. So this becomes omega R LM LR dash IQR dash, this term. And then we have RR dash LM IDR dash, this one, IDR dash here, IDR is here, IDR dash, then IQS and IQR dash, all 6 terms are there. Divide by LS LR dash minus LM square. So this is the first derivative in IDS. This is more useful because when we solve the whole equation, we will get direct value of the currents. To simplify for this expression, we have to multiply by LM here and LS here. So this is done in the next step. To solve for this we multiply the first equation with LM and the second equation with LS. And then we subtract, then this term is gone. And then we solve for dr dash by dt. In a similar way, just simplify yourself and verify the answers that I am presenting here. In this term, Ls and Lm is common. 1 minus s omega s becomes omega r. So this becomes omega r Ls Lm into IQS. You can see here, this is omega r Ls Lm into IQS. And the remaining terms are same. There is one more simplification, that is s omega s has been written as omega s minus omega r. Simplification is same as we have done earlier. The only difference is that in the denominator it is Ls Lr dash minus Lm square. Here the denominator is Lm square minus Ls Lr dash. Alright, so we get the di ds by dt term. Then we will get di dr dash by dt from 1 and 4th equations. Similarly, we solve from 2nd and 5th equation. You can see here the 2nd and 5th, that is this equation. This is the 2nd and this is the 5th. You will see these terms are common. That is diqs by dt and diqr dash by dt. So you can see in this equation diqs by dt and diqr dash by dt. So with these equations we can solve for diqs by dt and dqr dash by dt. Alright, in the similar fashion as we have done for 1 and 4th. So I have rewritten these equations here, 2 and 5, to solve for IQS multiplied by Lr dash here and multiply the 5th equation by Lm and subtract. When you do this, this term will go away. First we will get Ls Lr dash minus Lm square into I dqs by dt, the first, this derivative. On the right hand side we have simply addition of these terms, and in these terms there is a similar simplification, that is 1 minus s into omega s is replaced by omega r, as you can see from this one, and s omega s is replaced by omega s minus omega r. So with this simplification we will get the term for diqs by dt. Verify your calculation with the equation given here. Let us call it 2nd dash. Here the denominator is Ls Lr dash minus Lm square. This denominator is similar to the first one, Ls Lr dash minus Lm square. This is also here, the denominator is Ls Lr dash minus Lm square. Now let us solve for dqr dash by dt. For that, multiply equation 2 by Lm and equation 5 by Ls and solve for this. This time this term will go away and we will get diqr dash by dt. Again simplify with the similar concept for the terms s into omega s and the term 1 minus s into omega s. Then we will get equation 5 dash. This is equation 5 dash, which is representing the first order derivative of I qr dash, that is diqr dash by dt. And this time again the nature of denominator has changed. It become Lm square minus Ls into Lr dash. So we have 6 equations, that is in form of the derivatives of the 6 currents, and we can solve them using the state space model. But one equation is missing, that is the holding the dynamics of the generator. So that equation comes from the torque of the generator and simplifying this torque in terms of the current. Now I am rewriting all these 6 equations at one place. So you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will make slightly less size so that you can see in one shot. So these are 6 equations that we have just derived. Now the 7th equation is the derivative term of the rotor speed, that is d omega r by dt, and with this 7th equation we have complete state space model of the generator of this wind turbine system. Now this d omega r by dt, as we have proved earlier, should be minus b by j into omega r minus plus T mechanical minus T electrical by electromagnetical by J. So we have to find T mechanical by J is fine. So T mechanical by J has come here. We have to solve for T electromagnetical in terms of the current variables. Okay. So for that we have to recall our fundamental expression for the torque, and then from that equation we have to simplify it. So I think you will be remembering this from your machine study, that if there are 2 coils carrying the current I1 and I2, then the stored magnetic energy in these coils can be given as W magnetic, here half L1 I1 square plus half L2 I2 square plus mutual inductance M12 and the angle between the coil axis cos theta r into I1 I2. This is very fundamental expression for the torque that you can see in any, you would have developed it in your previous courses, electrical machines. This is the equation for the stored energy in the magnetic field for 2 coils carrying the current I1 I2 with the relative coil axis of theta r. If I want to find out the torque developed by this stored energy, will be the rate of change of this energy with respect to the position of the relative position of the coils. So this will be TEM equals del W magnetic by del theta r. Assuming that all currents are position of theta r, only theta r is the real variable, and for a given theta r the currents are constant. So if we differentiate this term with respect to theta, this becomes 0. This becomes 0. Only this term is there. And since we assume the currents are constant for the given position, then only this is the variable. So I have to differentiate the cos theta r. That becomes minus sin theta r. Okay. So the electromagnetic torque becomes del W magnetic by del theta r equals to minus M12 sin theta r I1 I2. This is for 2 coil systems. If we have many currents, 3-phase systems, for 3-phase system we have 3-phase currents. In that case, this torque equation, this expression for stored energy, in that case the stored energy in the magnetic field becomes half, see it very carefully, half IABC transpose LSS, stator side self-inductance matrix, and IABC. For rotor, half IABC R dash, LRR dash, I ABC R dash. This is rotor side, and between rotor and stator there is a mutual inductance MS R dash, and for that the expression is I ABC transpose MS R dash I ABC R dash. This is the equivalent expression in matrix form. You can expand it and you can prove that it is same as this expression, individual current element wise. Then if I differentiate this term with theta r, we will get the torque. So this is the electromagnetic torque, del omega magnetic by del theta r, del by del theta r of the whole expression. So since these are constant for the given position of theta, so this becomes 0, this becomes 0, these currents are taken to be constant. So the derivative of the whole term becomes the derivative of MS R dash. You can see the derivative of this becomes this term because others are constant, or derivative of this term becomes derivative of this term. Then we transform the ABC quantities into dq0 as we have done in the previous class. So IABC becomes ADQ0 S inverse, this term, into IDQ0 S. This is the transformation of ABC into IDQ0, and then dy d theta r MS R dash here. Again IABC R dash becomes ADQ0 R inverse and IDQ0 R dash. Now transpose of A and B becomes B transpose E transpose, so this becomes IDQ0 transpose, then ADQ0 S inverse transpose. Since we know that ADQ0 inverse is same as transpose, so transpose becomes the same matrix. And this middle term is del by del theta r MS R dash, and the last term is ADQ0 R inverse and IDQ0 R dash. We need to little simplify this and see what do we get. So if we multiply these matrices, okay, first we will see what is del by del theta r of MS R dash. So this is actually MS R dash that we have expressed previously in terms of the position of the rotor. So this is LMS and all cos theta terms and its equivalent in different rows. Therefore, the derivative of this term will be the derivative of cos theta terms, that is minus sign will come here, then it becomes sin theta terms. So this is nothing but the derivative of MS R dash. Then it has to be multiplied by ADQ0 R inverse, this side matrix here. So we multiply this inverse. As we know, the inverse of ADQ0 R is same as the transpose. So we can write this inverse as a transpose and multiply these two equations. Then we will get this matrix. This is 2 by 3 only, and this element is 3 by 2. So if we multiply these, we will get 3 by 2 of sin theta r plus beta r, 3 by 2 cos theta r plus beta r. This is 0, 0, 0, and then minus 2 pi by 3 in each, and then plus 2 pi by 3. We know that beta s minus beta r is theta r, therefore beta s is same as theta r plus beta r. So we can replace the theta r plus beta r as beta s. So this equation becomes here minus LMS root 3 by 2, because 3 by 2 is common. So I can take this outside, okay, and that together, and this becomes root 3 by 2, and this is minus LMS. The whole thing is minus LMS root 3 by 2, and then this becomes sin beta s, cos beta s, this minus 2 pi by 3, and then plus 2 pi by 3. And then again we have to multiply by ED Q0S, this matrix, with this matrix. So we multiply this to this together, then we will get very interesting quantity, that is minus LMS here. This will go away with this. This is minus LMS here, and these two multiplications will get into this constant matrix 0, 3y2, 0, minus 3y2, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And we can take 3y2 common, it becomes 3y2 LMS 0 minus 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. After that, when we have solved this whole thing together, okay, this one, then we have to multiply by IDQ0 transpose and then IDQ0 R matrix. Since there is a constant, so basically it comes as minus IQR, because this into this becomes minus IQR, this into this becomes IDR, and the last row is 0, so 0 into 0, this matrix becomes 0. So this into this becomes this matrix, and this into this becomes this. So finally we have TEM as 3 by 2 LMS minus IDS IQR dash plus IQS IDR dash. This is the final expression. This is for one pair of poles, one pole pitch. If we have p number of poles, then this torque equation becomes 3 by 2 into p by 2. So p by 2 is extra for p number of poles into LMS minus IDS IQR dash plus IQS IDR dash. And by substituting this Tm, we get d omega r by dt as minus b by j into omega r minus 3 by 2 p by 2 LMS by j and minus IDS IQR dash plus IQS into IDR dash plus T mac by j or T mechanical by j. This is the seventh equation. Okay, so these 7 equations can be written in the form of the state space model, and then we can solve these equations for all these voltage and currents and the whole dynamics of the DFIG. So actually I have expressed this equation here also, that at that time I did not express this. So this equation is the same that we have developed just now. So I'll remove this question mark and bring it here so that it is more complete. I'll remove this here and make it this side. So this is the 7th equation. So you see there are 6 derivatives for the currents and 1 derivative for the rotor speed. So these 6 equations govern the whole dynamics in terms of the electrical and the mechanical behavior of the DFIG. Now how we solve this system and how the control of the DFIG is achieved, that I will discuss in the next class.